Hey guys, Peteplayed here, back again with another Starfield guide, and this is 12 tips that we show you from the start of the game. Tip number 1 is to keep storing your materials and resources on your ship. No need to hold them on yourself. You don't have to hold them in order to use them at any research lab, because when going to a research lab, they will be pulled from the ship, regardless if they're on you or the ship. The research lab uses from both places, such as the ship and you. So better have them on the ship so you don't become overcumbered from storing unnecessary resources that you don't have to. Tip number 2, your companion can also carry items. Simply talk to them and tell them to trade gear. Upon doing so, you will see their inventory, and you can go to your inventory from here by pressing Q and going through the stuff that you don't want, such as items that you don't want to carry, or you want to free up some space to pick up more yourself. Simply do that and they'll be handed over to them. You can also access your ship's inventory and even give inventory items from the ship directly to your companion as well. This is especially helpful when you want to try and loot almost everything while you are adventuring around the world of Starfield. Tip number 3, remember you can quick slot your items and weapons by going over them and selecting the B button to favorite them and assigning them to a quick slot button such as 1 to 9. And keep in mind that you can actually do this for other items such as med packs and even regular food items such as the sandwich here. You will see I'll quick slot it to number 7, and when pressing number 7 your character will eat a sandwich. Wasn't that tasty? Number 4, you need boost pack training skill to use your jetpack. Upon first receiving a boost pack and a jetpack, whatever you want to call it, you may wonder why you can't jump around with it as you normally would with a jetpack, and that is simple because you probably do not have the skill yet. Simply go to the tech section and obtain the boost pack training. You need level 1 in order to use it. When you get this skill, you'll be able to freely jump around as much as you want. Tip number 5, there are different status effects that will pop up right here under your health section. When you get one, you may see a debuff while traversing in the world of Starfield, and each one will have an icon like this, and the corresponding item, aid item, will cure it respectively to the status effect that you have. As you can see here, there are different treatments such as burns and frostbite, dislocated limbs, and more. So keep a lookout on which item you need to use in order to cure your specific status effect. Tip number 6 would be that you can reroll and farm legendary items. And this is going to be simply by saving and loading before and after looting specific items so you can get the desired stats if you want to go that route. As you can see here, at first when I looted the spacesuit here, the Mantis spacesuit, I get these type of stats. And now we're going to reload and see if we cannot get better stats to our liking. Here we go, we load again, and this time when we loot the Mantis spacesuit, we have completely different stats. And this you can use each time you want to loot a specific item and want to try out getting different stats because they weren't to your liking at the first time of looting it. This also applies to when fighting enemies such as elites. As you can see here, I will shortly be looting an elite that I just killed and will get a legendary item. If we want to change that item, we will simply reload. Here it is, the legendary pistol. But for example, you want to try getting a legendary rifle or another item. Simply reload your game and you can give it a go again. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's reload our game and kill this spacer voucher once more, which is a level 38 elite, and see what we can get this time. Here it is. This time we only got an epic helmet. And that's it. You can rinse and repeat this as much as you want. Simply save before you kill a specific elite or before looting a specific item. Loot it. If you don't like it, just do it again. I personally find this method a bit tedious and kind of boring. You can do it once or twice, but I don't see the point of doing this forever. But Everyone has their own playstyle and wishes to farm and play the game differently. Tip number 7 would be that in the lodge there is actually a downstairs area which has a lot of useful things like research labs and workbenches. You get to this area by simply going to the downstairs area, which if you're coming from upstairs, you follow this downstairs here, and immediately on your right there'll be another door. Here you have a second door, and this will lead you to the lodge's basement. Here you will find, as I said, many workbenches, such as a weapon workbench, a spacesuit workbench, a industrial workbench, a storage box which you can store an infinite amount of items, by the way, has no limit really, a pharmaceutical lab, a cooking station, and the constellation mission board. With the constellation mission board you can actually get missions, and which will reward you quite a few credits. These are extra missions and side missions which you can do if you wish. A bonus area, if you didn't know, the lodge actually has an upstairs balcony which gives you a nice little view. How about that? Tip number 8 would be, if you're unsure where to go during your quest, simply put up your scanner by pressing F on PC and you'll be guided by these arrows if you have an active quest. Tip 9 is keep in mind that you need a grav drive to be powered up in order to jump between planets. So if you're stuck and able to jump between planets, simply hold out, get some power from your shields for example, allocate it to your grav jump, and you'll be able to go to any planet that you wish. Tip number 10 would be how to dock your ship. When you're close by a space station, for example the den over here, pressing E will allow you to dock and give you the option to actually dock, which is then by holding R. You'll then be presented with this little cutscene of your ship docking to the respective station, after which you'll be able to exit and board. Number 11 would be where to sell your contraband when you get some, and the answer to that is the den on Wolf. Simply go to Wolf. When you're in that system you will see a planet on the left called Setonia, and next to it a space station called the Den. Simply travel to the Den where you'll be able to dock your ship. When you're docking your ship you'll be able to board the Den and find the vendor over there. When you've boarded the Den, simply go straight, and to your left you will find a vendor right here. His name is Marcel, and you'll be able to sell any contraband to him without any issues, as you can see here. Last but not least, number 12 is the skill progression system in Starfield. And what I mean by that is that every single skill, well most of it, has a challenge progress. Like here, for example, as you see for the boost pack training, we must boost jump 10 times while in combat in order to proceed to the next rank. Same with piloting, destroying 5 ships will allow you to proceed to the next rank. If you don't complete that, you will not be able to progress to the next rank. So my advice is to get these skills early on and start working on those challenges. And that will be it for this video guys. I hope you find my tips helpful, and I wish you best of luck in your adventures in Starfield. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye for now.